Hey guys, it's AT the Skeleton Lord, and today we're looking at files from Dead Rising. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of weird things, quite a lot of weird things actually. So this is Frank's camera. However, there are like 4 or 5 models of this same camera because it's used a lot. Okay, so this is OM0095. So, this is the one that you hand Jesse in the cutscene where you first meet Jesse, Brad, and Otis. So, it has some interesting pictures on here, which I'll show you even closer in a second. But, there's Willamette. There is a fully bright picture with no shadows of Freddy and Chris. There's the mall with no zombies. There's the soldiers. There's a fully bright, no shadows entrance plaza. That's probably in model viewer. Willamette with zombies. I don't know why the town was shown. Okay. Really weird shadows here. In front of the barricade, it looks like there's something on the floor. And then a not so angry Barnaby, it looks like. But anyway, we can literally go into the files right now and open up the textures. So this is the camera in all its glory. But of course, every single since Jesse's allowed to use the camera, there are other textures on it. Here's the one where she finds the Barnaby, the guy that they're looking for, Barnaby. But it's fully bright. Maybe Frank has his flash on and it just like lights up the whole area. So, O2, here's what we just saw a second ago. As you can see, it's literally just an image. Let's see what else is on here. So that was O2. This is they have if you don't understand this is like the bump mapping and everything they use on the camera. So, for example, if you go far enough, you'll see this. This is how they make it look more 3D than it actually is. Okay, so now that we've got through that, let's go through some more items. Stippo has mentioned this. This is what's called the beam gun, I guess. This is a gun that was never finished. As you can see, it's actually pretty cool. It's untextured, most of it, so if I was to turn off lighting, you wouldn't be able to see most of it. It's not known what it was actually used for, but it's definitely a gun, so I could assume Frank was going to use it. This is the only texture for it here. That's it. I'm assuming if you knew what you were doing, you could put that together. This is part of the 3D of it. And this is another part of the working with the bump mapping. So, now moving on. This one is what you guys read in the title. How is Lindsay Lohan in Dead Rising? So, if we all remember the boss fight with Joe, the mall cop, you remember the lady she was holding hostage? This lady? Does she look familiar at all? Like, at all? And I mean, you can clearly say, oh wait, there's no way that's Lindsay Lohan. No possible way. She has the freckles, but her eyes are a different color. And I am assuming if we go in here, you can see a little bit of blue. I zoomed a little bit too far in. Anyway, let's see if we can get a little bit of brown hair here. I can't see it from here, but whatever. Well, let's open up her textures. What they did was they put different eyes there. It's a picture of Lindsay Lohan. We've been saving Lindsay Lohan all these years, and we had no idea. I laughed incredibly hard when I saw this. This was, oddly enough, the first model I viewed the textures of. Or one of the first, but yeah. You can literally go through like every model. This is just pieces of... Here's the hair. The models in this game are really weird. They're a little bit different than other models that I've worked with. So if we look at people like Dakota, you see she looks moderately normal. But if we were to look at her textures, you can clearly see that someone had a little bit too much fun in Photoshop here and just literally decided, I'm going to color everything in. I mean, maybe that's because of her hair. I'm not entirely sure. So, going back to survivors at the moment. Let's see who else we got here. So, we can literally view anyone's textures that we want. If you guys want me to view any textures, I can. Now, we are going to the other celebrity that is in this game, that you read in the title. On Psychopaths, Cliff. And, you know, he looked kind of like someone already. He looks kind of like Michael Rooker. You know, Yondu and Merle from Walking Dead. But I think the picture of him, I don't remember the movie, but it had dude who played Rambo and him, and they were in climbing mountains. They were climbing mountains, I don't remember. If we look at the texture, I think that's where they got the picture of him from. They just put blood on it, because Michael Rooker doesn't really have hair now. But yeah. So now we can also find out mysteries, such as... I've gone through this game too much. Go to the military and go to the National Guard, who you never see. They're the ones who Frank says, or that Ed says, is at the army when you first fly into town. These are the models. They're not great, but you're not ever supposed to see them up close. So let's take a look up close. And this is a familiar face too. Let me turn on collision, or turn off back face culling. So, you might not notice that face, but I know who it is because I went through these textures for hours. I figured out who it was. It is Brent from, I believe it is day 3, which you rescue in the gun shop. And how I know this is because if you were to view his textures, they kind of match up with the National Guards. Next we have some zombies we're going to go through. And zombies in this game are weird. So I got a lot of cutscene ones here because they're easier to work with because they are one model. Now, the cutscene, the intro cutscene with Connie and Dakota, they hit a zombie. I was able to find out which zombie that was. It was EVH002. And I know this because, as you can see, he's wearing the same shirt and pants. You were like, how would you know that? By just looking at him like that. He is the only zombie in this game to have a foot that moves. So, as you can see, it's put up like that. So he's the only one with a moving toe. So there. You can also tell he wasn't used anywhere else because he is, well, none of his type of zombie models, even though he has the same texture, except for right here where the brains are. His model doesn't have that, and he's missing something that all the other zombies have. Teeth. He's got no teeth, just a mouth. So going back to it, I'm going to show you why the models in this game were so difficult to work with. Here are the skinny male zombies, or, well, the normal male zombies. They're one model, and you can make them unrendered. Which actually is kind of cool. But, as you can see, there's every single head model. Hats, everything. It's all in there. But you can find it all. You can find the pictures of them right here. Which I actually really enjoy because I can actually view them without the clipping issues. I don't know what this is though. I think that may be the glasses. No, that looks like the belt. I'm not sure. That is the skin. This is the zombie model they used. This was basically the same texture as the one who got hit by the car, except he doesn't have the brains put there, which I'll show you side by side really quick. It's also a little bit lighter. But there you have it. That about does it for our first episode. Next we will be looking at maps. And I wonder which ones you guys want to see first. However, we do have one bonus thing I would like to show before we leave. And that is the removed textures. Wrong zombie. Can you guys guess which zombie this is by looking at it without textures? Give you 10 seconds. Let's reopen him really quick, get him back in position. And now I will show you the zombie that he actually is. Ta-da! He was the zombie from the 7 o'clock cutscene. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to see any models, tell me. I'll go find them. They are really difficult to find, but I'll find them for you. Because I really enjoy doing this. I like looking at the models. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Peace out.